After I won my pageant, I gained a lot of opportunities to reach out to charitable organizations, different charities, and really work with them, visit the people they're supporting, really see the work that they're doing. And I was so happy to be able to distribute goods, be a part of their mission. And today I still continue to help some of the charities that I met and encountered along the way, specifically ANCOP. My parents are coordinators for ANCOP, so I still help with their events. I know it's a really big charity that's close to my heart.
So I am still currently your Mutya ng Pilipinas Canada 2020. We might compete next year, we'll see, but I know for sure they wanted to take care of the girls first instead of sending them off. I know the borders are closed. So that was, I know their main priority is take care of the residents and the people in the Philippines. I know it's much harder there with a much denser population and less land space. So I know I just wanted them to take care, especially international countries. That's just going to be extremely hard. So I'm like, okay, more time for me to prep. They might expect a lot of me, so I got to practice more. So it's just it's like a good thing to balance. And another update, I'm currently with IPEN, and we do radio shows here and there. We do that online, which is so cute, because then we get to see each other after a while, and then we get to update each other, so that's really nice. We get to collaborate with the other girls in IPEN and some former misses, like some former other competitors and other people from IPEN, which is really nice, and the little kids too, so it's really sweet to see.
I think also doing charity work was very humbling for me to see all these different people in different situations. It really opened my eyes and opened my heart, I guess, to really feel like there's so much more that I need to do. Winning a pageant is nothing compared to what these people experience, and I need to do all that I can with all my resources to help and give back.
So from my pageant experience, just from Miss Manila 2017, I really liked the feeling of being on stage and having people listen to what I wanted to say. And I felt that at school as well, when I could actually portray myself and present something really nicely. And I'm like, I want to do more of this. And then once I met more like-minded people like me with wanting to portray their advocacy and wanting to express themselves in the best light, I wanted to continue through, and that's when I wanted to really pursue being in IPEN, because of course I can go out and leave whenever I can, but at the same time, this is something I wanted to do for myself. Like, no one would tell me to do it. But aside from that, my support system, my mom and my dad, they would always take care of me with that. They would go gown shopping with me. Even my dad, he would like get me discounts. He's like, oh, can we get $50 off, no tax? I'm like, thank you, Dad. But from there, my dad would always drive me. He always films my stuff and he promotes it. And my mom, she always tells me to keep my mental health correct and make sure this is for myself. I'm not doing anything for anyone else. And my little brother, he always tells me when I'm looking a little off, and he takes care of me, like, okay, let me zip this up, let me tie your shoes. So it's really sweet, and it's really comforting to have someone support me in that light, because I know it's definitely hard to show yourself off like that, and some people can take it negatively. But in those terms, I just have to remain true to myself and like, carry the Holy Spirit throughout me, instead of keeping it into a negative mindset, or like, oh, I just want to show off. I just want to step down on other people. Like, you'll never go far if you believe that and you follow through with that. And so when I've met some guys here and there, some people wouldn't like it. They'd be like, oh, it's just like too much attention on you. But then it's like, it's attention in a good way, because I'm talking about my environment and how I want to pursue that. But also I'm also portraying like Filipino clothing when I'm on stage. And thank goodness I found a really sweet guy.
So I know that everyone has their own interests, their own preferences, especially when it comes to pageants. But I would say to any young girls that if you're really curious or interested in joining a pageant, but you're not fully there, I want to encourage you to just go out there, take that leap of faith, take that risk, because there are so many amazing things to gain from it, so many amazing experiences. Like I talked about earlier, you can do so many things with charities. you can gain confidence, you can really build yourself up, and that will help you in the future for your future careers or just making you feel more comfortable in your own skin. So it's definitely a very good thing to do. If you're interested in it, definitely go after it.
So yes, I do recommend pageantry for children and kids. I feel like it is a great way to start off young with your communication skills and confidence. Pageantry has really helped me break out of my shell. Like when I was younger, my parents actually told me like, you were so mahinhin and quiet, but when I joined modeling and pageantry, I was able to communicate and interact with other girls and boys too. And I feel like it is something that is very fun and something that people should try out.
I would love to recommend pageantry to young girls. I know they have some for boys as well. And to anyone that wants to join modeling pageantry, just go for it. As long as you are right within your heart and you want to go further and you want to uplift others along the way, I think it's a beautiful experience that you can't get from anywhere else. And I remember in IPEN when we would train the little girls, you see how outgoing they are and how well-spoken they are. It's like, oh my goodness, I wish I had that when I was a kid. So it's just something that I would really recommend. As long as you're not forcing your kid to, it would just be a beautiful way to see your child grow and to see them in a different type of spotlight as they're expressing themselves in the most authentic way, but wearing like beautiful clothes, wearing their hair all fancy, but also maybe showcasing their talent. It's a really nice way to bring your kid into a different light other than school, and it's nice to see them be confident within school, within sports because of pageantry and modeling.
I would say when it comes to pageants, it's never really a lose situation. Even if you don't win the crown or a title or an award at the pageant, you still gain so much. So I definitely recommend for anyone interested, go ahead, join. There's so many different pageants out there. There are ones that promote charities specifically. There are ones that promote your own culture specifically. I just want to thank my parents for always supporting me no matter what, driving me to all the rehearsals, all the practices, getting my dresses, helping me fit into those dresses. It's been a really great experience, and it's all thanks to them.
And that's it.
I just want to give a shout out to my mom and my dad. I love you, Mama and Papa. You guys are my biggest fans. My mom is always like the best stage mom. My dad is always the best photographer. I love you both so much. I just want to say thank you also to Tito Edgar and Tito Jam for always supporting me. Thank you to my relatives and friends. And thank you to the IPEN parents also for always being there behind my back.
Thank you so much to Filipino TV for having me, and for James for bringing me here, my dad and my mom for supporting me always, and my little brother. He's not little, but he's my little brother. He's the same height as me. And to my friends and family that support me so much, and my sweet boyfriend, and for everyone that cheers me on along the sidelines, my family from the Philippines that like and comment always. They always say Laban, Laban. I love it so much. But thank you so much to everyone that sees the best in me always. Thank you.